traveling, immigration. The only difference between the two is the duration of stay. The latter, more permanent. As a first-generation Singaporean whose mother was born on a quaint island in Indonesia, there is something to be said when one yearns for a home that is unlike the one that one is born in. I find myself constantly yearning, constantly wanting to leave my home country to a remote island that is similar to a sister's. A ferry and a sampan ride would take a few hours, but my longing spans for a lifetime, and then some. It's homesickness, they say. Some pegged it as nostalgia. I think it's a little bit of both. I like to think that the island misses me just as much as I miss her. Philip Larkin would think so. In one of his many beautiful poems, he gave life to a home that yearns and grieves. Home is so sad. It stays as it was left, shaped to the comfort of the last to go, as if to win them back. Instead, bereft of anyone to please, it withers so, having no heart to put aside the theft and turn again to what it started as, a joyous shot at how things ought to be, long fallen wide. You can see how it was. Look at the pictures and the cutlery, the music in the piano stool, that vase. Kenapa ni? Jatuh ya?
Nampak luka
Tak
dia.
dibalas.
Tak dibalas. Nampak. Ui.
Gambar boleh ke?
Boleh.
I was privileged. I could cross the seas once a year to the place that held my heart, listening to the waves that waxes and wanes, like a lover's whisper. I was privileged, until I was not.
China has identified the cause of the mysterious pneumonia outbreak in Wuhan City, and it's from the same family that caused the deadly SARS epidemic.
Singapore detected a case of the new and more
It's
contagious
a new
COVID-19
type
strain
of
that first emerged in the UK,
coronavirus.
and another variant has been found in the UK and Malaysia. Chantian has the link.
Britain
has been fighting the
outbreak.
spread of a more
South Korea
transmissible
is the
variant
first
of the
country
novel
outside
coronavirus.
of China.
Tucked, hidden amongst others like it, lies an island, a secret child of the sea and land. In the morning, heaven hued the deck of the purest of blues, its ambrosial latitude giving way to the first light that graced the sea blooms. With gentle undulation that rocks the sampans to wake, unrolling of the waves to bring in white sea clouds that foamed, conveying prayers that hoped to reach land. In the afternoon, heaven's light peeks through the foliage, for when the wind shifts, it hums, diffusing nostalgic lullabies in that tropic calm. Leaves from the champadat tree would pirouette in the air, with nothing but the whistling wind as a song, performing Ibu's Pertwee's very own dance. It will blind you, this place. Bind your heart to the very soil you step on. Shackle your soul to the blue haven in all of its watery radiance. Should you dream at night, you dream of a place you've been calling home. A home with no means of returning to. So grieve, sweet child. Grieve for the land, grieve for the sea, grieve for those who have closed their eyes for one last time in loneliness of what could have been, in the macabre of its paradisal gloom. Grieve for you who yearns and misses, but with nothing to show for it. Say your prayers, say your du'as in hopes for them to reach Jannah Firdaus. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. This is a love letter to a home left bereft, a home whose beating heart has quietened to take after the waves that waxes and wanes, the shifting of the sand, the dancing of the trees, and then silence. Homesickness ceased to be an individualized phenomenon. At least it is now. The yearning that I was born with is now shared and felt by my family, my friends, their friends, and so on. Communal comfort, elusive as it is, brings about the only solace that can assuage this pain. It varies across the spectrum, homesickness, that is. For me, it's a tiny
gated
island
corridor,
on the Riau
one
coast,
common room,
where my
3
grandmother
bedrooms,
lives,
one kitchen,
and
and
my
a storeroom
grandfather
that
and uncle
functions as
lay.
an altar. Anything other than this spatial layout of a living apartment will not be recognized as home by every bone and sinew in my body. It is this attachment that is homesickness to me. The fragrance of food cooked in my kitchen will never be
To be
smelled at
wrapped in
any
the
traditional
aromas of my
kitchen in
mother's
the
cooking.
homeland.
I wonder if the Korean food store auntie still remembers me. Starbucks and H&M anchored the junction of the boulevard like two old friends beckoning. The ping in my chest felt almost guilty after reveling in strangeness. Was it comfort I now felt?
Home is humble. Home is chaotic. Home is messy. Home is ideation. Home is documentation. Home is curation. Home is collection. Home is frustration. Home is emotion. Home is
I yearned to inhale this air with another soul, one whose path was not a mere tangent to mine. Then at least, this world I've come to know will live through more memories, not just mine. If I forgot, did I ever come? I was afraid. It was as if this world would cease to exist after I leave.
Just thinking about that makes my body writhe in fear and sadness in relation to losing a home. What a privilege it can be to even speak in such a manner. But I was sobbing uncontrollably at the fact that what I considered to be home was taken away from me.
Once again, my body sought a restful embrace. But for now, the bed, in a place I borrowed for a home, endeavoured to satisfy with its imperfect caress.